Hey squad, today I want to talk to you about something near and dear to my heart, and that is my hatred towards the ATC. So the ATC is the trail organization that oversees the Appalachian Trail. And if you're confused, because I hate a lot of trail organizations, I'm not talking about the trail that thinks I'm somebody else, or the trail organization that doesn't want me even to step foot on the trail. So the ATC, or as they like to call themselves, the Appalachian Trail Conservancy, or as we hikers like to call it, the anti-thru hiking community, is supposed to maintain and protect the Appalachian Trail. So way back before the global panoramic, they came out with a statement being like, "Yo, we're unsure what's going on," and a lot of people were at that time, and so I get it back then, they're just get off the trail. We'll see what happens. And I wasn't on trail at that time, so it's, I guess, easy enough to put it off another year. And then after I had put it off another year, they came out with a statement, right before I was planning on, going out again. They're just yeah, we're not gonna really recognize you. We might, but, we're not, just don't. I'm just you can't tell me not to do this again. Best wishes. We have a vaccine. It's about to be summer, and, I'm gonna be in the woods. I'm not gonna be, downtown NYC or something. Is there a downtown NYC? Anyways, so, it was just, me sitting at home depressed is not gonna save anybody's lives. And so I'm just yo, I'm gonna go live my life. And so that's what I did. But then the ATC came out with these ridiculous, and I mean ridiculous, rules about how you should hike the Appalachian Trail. Basically be yo, don't stay in the hostels because I don't know. Don't, whenever you go into town, just get in and get out. And, whenever you, see somebody else on trail, put on a mask so, when you pass them, it's, fine. I'm just dude, the CDC literally says that when you're outside, you don't have to wear a mask. So, that's what the CDC said. Anyways, I don't want to get into that, besides the point. But the main thing was, they weren't recognizing us, and yet they were still trying to dictate us about how we should hike. I'm just you can't have it both ways. Basically, the whole entire through hike, for a lot of people, it just became a giant fuck you to the Appalachian Trail Conservancy. So, and then there was also this other thing going around about this, the Appalachian Trail, they, sold, they were gonna put an oil pipeline through a part of it, and they, apparently took, millions of dollars of hush money. We don't really know the whole story because, they're not telling us the whole story because it looks bad for them, but, they took hush money, and basically they sold us out, I get it. And then, to top it all off, they were gonna use, the story on the trail at least was they're gonna use that money to make all the privies handicap accessible. Respect to anybody who's handicapped out there, but you're not gonna go hike 2,000 miles. You're not even gonna hike 5 miles to use a toilet in the middle of the woods. So it made absolutely no sense. And a lot of the privies just had a sign on them that's yo, don't use the toilet. I'm just don't use it. What do you want me to do? It's there, I'm using it. So anyways, enough talking about moving on. Then they came out with a statement in May. It was May. It was right before Trail Days in May, saying, "Hey, good news! We're gonna recognize you, so all your hatred towards us can go away." And for the most part, it did. But there was this little section of trail with a lot of blowdowns, and there was a sign that I hit right before they came out with a statement, and the sign says, "Dear hikers, please spend an hour of your time helping us clean the trail." Which, respect. I respect the trail. The trail needs to be clean. I hate blowdowns. That's an honorable request. But I've been walking here. And, I have the bare necessities on my back. I don't have a chainsaw. I don't have one of those, like, clippy things. Like, what are you, what's called? Like, those giant scissors? You know what I'm talking about. I don't have any of that stuff. Like, how do you expect me to saw these giant trees in half? It was stupid. And it was just like... Okay, so after trail days, when we got to Harper's Ferry, they finally gave us our tags, which, like, we're supposed to get these at the beginning in Amicalola, but, like, because they weren't recognizing us, they're just like, yeah, we're not gonna give you tags. So, like, a lot of people got, like, fake ones. Like, there's a bunch of people who made their own, whatever. I never put my name on here because, like, it wasn't official or whatever. And then, like, but you're supposed to put, like, your number here, so, like, they tag us like cows, basically. So, like, I don't know, they just gave us these, and then just like, yo, here's your, Harper's Ferry number. Like, if you have your, Springer Mountain number, like, you can put that on there, which is what this number is, because I knew mine. But, like, I don't know how accurate this is, because they weren't, like, keeping, like, a lot of people didn't feel the need to check in at Amicalola, Springer Mountain area, because, like, they weren't recognizing us, so, like, why check in? Like, that's the other thing. There's not, like, a real, like, good count of, like, how many people were out there, how many people quit, like, how many people made it through, like, these certain checkpoints. Like, we don't know. Like, the best we can do is, like, the Baxter State Park, like, Summit Katahdin. But, like, we know how many people made it, and that's pretty much it, because, like, Baxter was just like, yo, you just... But it's, like... We don't know. We don't know. Like, that's all that we know. We don't know how many people started for sure. We don't know how many people went through Harper's Ferry for sure. Because a lot of people went through there before they started recognizing people. The real cherry on top of this all is apparently now the little asterisk or fine print of them starting to recognize people in May is that if you started before May 11th, all the miles that you hiked previously don't count. And that's stupid. And if, like, you were on trail before if you were on trail in 2020, any miles you hiked before March 31st, I think it was, also count towards this. And I'm just like, well, I wasn't on trail then because he told me to get the fuck off. So, like, you can't just say those miles don't count. And so, like, basically, you lied to me. Like, when I applied, it's like on their website, they have, like, a thing that you fill out to, like, say, yo, I hiked the Appalachian Trail, like, recognize me, you know? So, like, I filled that out, but I filled it out honestly. I put my real start date of March 4th on there, I think? Yeah, I started on March 4th. I should know that. Yeah, I put my real start date of March 4th on there. Because, like, they have the website record of me, so, like, why would I ride because I, like, registered that, like, yo, I'm going out there, because, like, they said, well, hey, we might recognize you, so, like, I put that in just in, like, case they did, but, like, they're not, because, like, I didn't start on April, February, I started earlier than they wanted me to, or whatever, so, like, I don't know, and, like, they said, when I applied and filled out all my paperwork, honestly, I filled it out honestly, they're just like, yeah, it should be 12 weeks. I'm just like, okay. I waited the 12 weeks, which is why this video is put out, like, so late, is because I wanted this to be my hatred to be as accurate as possible, but they haven't rejected me yet. And so, like, 12 weeks has passed. And it doesn't take that long to reject somebody. Like, if you're gonna recognize me, thank you. But, like, it's been 12 weeks. Where are you at? Like, so, like, I emailed them, and they're just like, yeah, I'm sorry, we have a lot of applications right now. I'm just like, dude, I was honest about my start date. If you want to reject me, just reject me so we can both move on with our lives, you know? We don't need this overhanging thing. And I know about what you're all thinking. Why don't you just go with Alta? Alta, Appalachian Long Distance Trail Hikers. Like, yes, I got the certificate. It's bent. Why is it bent? I don't know why it's bent. But yes, I got the little Alta certificate. It's like, congratulations, Tatnus. You hiked the Appalachian Trail. Congratulations. From 3/4/2021 to 8/6/2020, successfully hiking all 2,193.1 miles of the Appalachian Trail. The long distance, the Appalachian Long Distance Hikers Association, aka ALTA, offers this award. Sincerely, congratulations upon your accomplishment. Which, like, don't get me wrong, I'm thankful for this. I'm very thankful for this. But you see, this is not the official one from the ATC. So, like, put this into perspective. It's like I don't know anything about college, but like you go to college, right? You expect your certificate. And then they say, yo, we're not gonna give you one after you complete college. Instead, the alumni give you one. It's just like, you respect it. Like, no hate to Alta, they're amazing. They gave me Trail Magic. It was the best time, like, of my life there. Trail Magic was amazing. I still think about it to this day. But, like, this is nice. I want the official one from the people who run it. Like, I want the diploma from the school, not the diploma from alumni. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. If somebody's like, if they were both an option, I would do both of them. But this is my only option right now, which I'm thankful for this. But the ATC, I want my diploma. And if you're not gonna give it to me, just reject me already, because I'm sick of writing. And then we can both move on with my lives, and I can probably focus on my hatred to the PCTA like I'm supposed to. Anyways, that's my frustration towards the ATC. They want to be the anti-thru hiker community instead of the Appalachian Trail Conservancy. Respect it. But just know you lost 2 years of thru hikers giving you, like, your support because they're asking us for money. Like, bro, I would have so donated to your cause, but, like, no, because you don't recognize me. It's like, we need your money. And just like, you just got, like, millions of dollars for selling us out and then not recognizing us. Like, the police. This doesn't take away from my accomplishment of doing it. I have this one at least I have something, you know. But, like, and I got the tags. Like, this is more important than the certificate, I guess. My cow tag, you know. Tag us like cows and then don't recognize us. So, like, yeah, that makes sense. And, like, you're not getting our money. You sold us out. You don't recognize us. And you got that stupid pipeline money. So, like, if you wanted to be the Appalachian Trail Conservancy, be the Appalachian Trail Conservancy. But if you forever want to be known to me as the anti-thru hiking community, so be it. Congratulations. I made my rant video. I'm ready to move on. PCTA, I'm coming for you. I'm getting that permit. Everybody who's helping me with that, thank you so much. And until next time, may your elephants